Hello, I will walk you through how to create a search strategy in PubMed. So first, this is the interface. This is the PubMed interface. So we will go directly on how to create this search strategy based on my research question, which I'll use as an example. So first of all, you will start by creating a mesh term. So you go down here on the interface to mesh database, and then this is what will come up. So for example, here you will type one of the concepts is omega-3, and PubMed will give you several options of mesh terms, but you will choose the most relevant to you, and each mesh terms comes with a definition. So you will read the definition, see if that's what you're interested. So after that, you will click, and here on the PubMed search builder, you will see it shows mesh, and you will add this to the search builder, and you will search PubMed. It will give you the results, as you can see. So this is the mesh term, but we're also interested in the title and abstract. So you will go to advanced, and here there is an option where you can choose field tags, and we're interested to, there are different types of field tags, but we're interested in title and abstract. So we're gonna type here the omega-3 again, and then add. So what you're gonna do when you add, it will appear in the query box. You're gonna add and search. So in the title abstract, we are going to search all the synonyms on omega-3. So you will write down all the synonyms that you have that are in this chunk of omega-3. So you will go back to advanced, and as you do this, as you can see here, PubMed creates a history and search details, which we will see it later once it's complete. You will write another mesh term, which is docosahexaenoic acid, insert it in this search box and search. Docosahexaenoic acid is a synonym to sorry, so it will give you the mesh term for docosahexaenoic acid. So you select that, add to search builder, and search PubMed. You will go back to advanced, write an abstract synonym, and add here and search. So you will do this for every term, for all the synonyms. You will go back to advanced, mesh term, and paste. You can put a transaction, but I will not do that. And search, click, add to search builder, search PubMed, advanced, title abstracts, add to history, and search. So now, this was for the chunk for omega-3 fatty acids. So now we are interested to, because before you start your search strategy, you should be able to create a research question, a framework, which will guide you on how to create this search strategy. So for me, the research question was, what is the effect of omega-3 fatty acid intake on breast cancer incidence? So I have two chunks, which is for omega-3 and breast cancer. So all the synonyms of omega-3 and all the synonyms of breast cancer, those are two different chunks. And so you will go back to advanced and start adding a mesh term for breast cancer and search. So you will choose the post. Now you go to advanced, just how you did before. Title abstract, breast cancer, add, and search. So for every synonym that you think of breast cancer, you will first try to search the mesh term. So what is the other synonym? Breast tumor. You will search breast tumor. As you can see here, it brings back the mesh term, which is similar to when we search breast cancer. So you do not need to add this again. So you can skip this. Type breast tumor, add, and search. Advanced breast. So you will write all breast, mammary cancer, add, search. So right now what we're doing here is we are trying to create a second chunk of concepts. Mammary tumor. I did not go back and search for the mesh term because it will just give me the same breast neoplasm. So now this is an example of a search strategy. As you can see here, try to be organized. So here is our first chunk of fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acid, and here is the second chunk. We can now combine this with all. So you come here. We want to combine all the synonyms for omega-3 in one query with a Boolean operator OR. There are different types of Boolean operators, including OR and or not. So what OR does, it broadens the search to include either one of the synonyms. So you add this to query, then you will go to the second, you add an OR. So you will do this for all the synonyms that you are interested in. So after that, now this becomes our new query and you will search this. So yeah, PubMed gives you the result. You go back to advanced. You go here in the history, it can show you with the number of hits that you get. For each query that you search, it will show you the respective number of hits for that. And now you also do the same for the second chunk. So you go to 8, that's a query, becomes the first, or now we will also search this. And then as you can see, here's the number of hits if you combine all these synonyms together with 4. And it comes, this is how it looks on the, and you can also decide to delete a query. You can delete a query if you do not want it anymore. Now we are going to combine these two queries with AND because we want to include All studies which mention this fatty acids with the synonyms, this respective query, and this together. So we're gonna do the same. Add number 13 to query, add with and search. So after you're done with that, we go back to advanced. As you can see here, the number of hits have reduced to 3000, and so the Boolean operator and it narrows down the number of hits to be more specific. Download your history, your search details here. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.